the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to number
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Gets this one quickly out wide. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Makes the
Extra
score.
point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Flush to his right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And at the 42-yard line.
Here I come again. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Blue down. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
57. Mike 57. He don't know no better. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. I'm coming.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run here with Mack, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Jermaine Pratt.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal with some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here's Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, it's Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. This is Hines. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mack. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
DJ Reader.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Colts 21, Bengals 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Burrows.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll go for it. Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
He's checking.
To the air again, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
It's a turnover on down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run with Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third down, here's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. First and 10, Taylor now. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Colts 28, Bengals 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down.
Burrow will throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Complete to
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Colts 28, Bengals 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st down, Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.